the darkest Sunday. We flipped this one. And next week, the time change will help us be a little bit later in the day, so the sun will be up, which will give us a little more natural light, which will be grand. But for now, good morning, welcome to your practice. If you're new, this is an opportunity to experience firsthand that you have power. And that you have power that's necessary for you to make change. Because everything you've known up to this point has a momentum of its own. It has a power of its own. Imagine that you've been swimming with a current for 5 decades. And so that's what you understand. Well, this is reality. This is how it goes. Or you've been swimming against the current, perhaps. We're going to leave that alone. But you need to change direction. You need to have more strength, more individual capability than the current you've created. And so our opportunity here is to build a quality of awareness about where is it that I do not tune in? Where is it that I do not feel the ease and the power and the joy that is available to me in every day? What is the strength necessary truly? Is it a physical strength? Sometimes, but mostly it's a mental strength that says, I can do this. Because when your awareness begins to grow, you begin to notice how uncomfortable you are. And then as you notice, oh my God, I am so uncomfortable. Oh no, I'm going to feel uncomfortable forever. Oh no, I can't change anything. Okay, well, now we're going to take our power out of our awareness and put it into direct the mind. I believe I am here to participate in a way that no one else can. I believe that I am here to participate as no one else can, and the reason that's possible is there is something larger than I am, creating guidance so that you do what you need to and I do what I need to, and as they join up, we make something together. I believe that your force and my force are divinely aligned. I believe that my force is not complete yet. And so if I was to look at myself and get frustrated and say, Martha, why aren't you doing better? Why aren't you doing more? Why doesn't it look like this yet? I'm not there yet. The bigger picture isn't complete. So I believe determines what I see. If I believe that I should be at a different place in my life, if I believe I should be in a different state of mind this morning, if I believe that I am in danger if I change my ways, then that is what I will see and prove to be true. But I'm offering us that I believe we are all held in a quality of perfection, that we have the opportunity to fall and trust that where we are and how we are is perfect. And there's an impetus to grow. And there's an impetus to become something more. That if you put a seed, if you put an acorn in a stone, it will break the stone. Not because it has an ambition to break the stone, because we have a natural propensity to expand. It's not ambition, it's not willpower, it is what we are here to do. It is undeniable. And when we feel that we're stuck in a stone, we feel discomfort and we feel frustration, and it's time to open that up, and suddenly everything feels easier. But to open that up, to make that change requires power, and that power requires a change in belief that says, I am powerful. And so that's what Sahasrara is about. And to do that, we feel the physical capability of our body. So it's a very embodied practice, these big squats up and down. I've had wonderful emails about the squatting. A physical body reminds us of our physical power. And you need your power to grow, and you need growth to survive. when you are not growing, you will encounter great distress. It's by design. And in that moment, trust, I'm expanding. And in that moment, trust, I don't need to define that expanding. And in that moment, trust, I'm not done expanding. So if it only feels half-assed and confusing and unfamiliar, awesome. You're not done yet. Keep going. If you have your oils, crown of the head, cheer yourself on. Wear your favorite socks. Whatever it takes to get up over the log. Not done yet. Yeah, you feel uncomfortable. You're making change. But you have the power to change. And you have the capacity and the companionship built in to see you forward. And that's exactly what we're saying. Ong Namo, I bow to that deep and endless companionship that is around me all the time. Everything I require to grow has been provided. I bow to this. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me that knows how to grow. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me that helps me grow. I believe in this 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. We are held, we are known, we are guided, and we are blessed. May it be so. Hands and knees. Tuck your chin, round your back, drop the crown of your head towards the floor. Let your upper back round and round and round and round. Today, put the tops of your feet flat to the floor. Make sure your second toe points straight out of your knees and let your hips move side to side. Round a little more. And notice if right away you're pushing at your body. Move into it like a gift. Good morning, body. Good morning, body. Tuck your chin, drop your head round a little more. Invite your back to open and then drop your navel and roll forward. Exhale, rounding, and inhale, open. And turn your left thumb forward and your left fingers left. Try to draw your hands apart. Close your eyes and move your spine. Move your navel, move your ribs. Move your breath. Work there. Turn your left fingers back. Heels of your hands are in one line. And flush out the breath. Your pace is entirely up to you. Today my pace has to be faster, right? If I listen to what feels appropriate, there's a pace that's mine, that's right now. Turn your left fingers forward, turn your right thumb forward, turn your right fingers right. Try to open your chest by drawing your hands a little wider. Work there. Turn your right fingers right, turn your right fingers back. Be aware of your fingertips and the length of your fingers and the center of your palm, and how the opening of the center of your palm is similar to the opening of the center of your elbow, is similar to the opening of your armpit, is similar to that sweet inner spot where your collarbones meet your throat. All these little soft openings. 3, 2, 1. Turn your fingertips forward, sit your hips to your heels, drum your fingers, make fists open and close. To downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and walk it out. One heel, and then the other, and then the other. And just step your right foot up inside your right thumb and your left knee to the floor. Let yourself come up. Tuck your back toes so that you can come a little forward and a little bit back. And feel how the forward and back is just creating a crease and a release. And as you come forward, bringing your right armpit in front of your right knee. And now the hips a little forward and back so that you're not pinned forward, but there's a mobility. And as you come forward, feel that draw your heart forward, drawing your throat forward, widening your gaze one more time, and then pausing. Flatten the top of your back foot. Top of the back foot down, heart forward, eyes wide. Waking up, waking up. And stepping back to change down dog. And the left foot will step up, and the right knee will come down, and the hands on your hips and a little forward and a little back, and you're deepening the crease of your hips, and you're opening the front of your right hip flexor. So the right hip opens out long, the left hip creases down deep. You just take your time. So that you could bring your left armpit over your left knee and widen your hands. And again, a little forward and a little back. That there is more space in what can feel like a limit. Give it a little space. As you settle, left knee forward, top of the back foot to the floor. The top of the back foot to the floor is heavy, the heart is light. The eyes widen. The smile widens. Why are you doing it if it doesn't bring you more joy? Down dog. Walk your feet to your hands and sit yourself down. Toes point up, knees are bent. Pull with your heels to bring your heart up. Fold your fingers in and your thumbs up. And on your exhale, draw back. Inhale, hands apart. So opening and closing. Inhale and exhale. Feet are flexed. The soles of your feet are awake as though you've placed them on the front wall ahead of you. Each exhale, you're engaging the navel, flattening the front of the low belly. Three, 2, and 1. Sitting up tall, hands on your thighs. Notice we're starting a current, switching on the lights, activating our energy. Fold your blanket in half one more time, get a little bit taller, and then heels wide. And with your heels wide, hands on either side, if you need to, bend your knees a little bit, so that you can sweep your hands right and left. If you're particularly tight, bend your elbow and extend it, and bend it down and change. So that you're using the extension into your fingers to reach your opposite hip into the floor. There we go. Awesome. And fold your belly over your thigh, hands on either side. Exhaling down and inhaling up, hands coming wide. Reach the inside hand forward, the outside hand back, sitting up tall with your hands wide. One more. And sitting tall, notice. Starting to feel through the sides of the body, through the length of the legs. Interlace your fingers and circle. Feet are evenly flexed. And then reverse your direction. As though stirring a big pot. 3 and 2. And sitting up tall, pause, notice, shake it out. Come onto your back. Bring your blocks with you. Knees are bent, feet are flat. So we've creased the hips, but we want to open the front body to even them out. So feet flat, heels under your knees, lift your hips, and put the blocks on their lowest setting, on their bellies, with their sides together. Good. Palms flat down beside you, tuck a shoulder under, tuck another. The palms down, the base of your finger knuckles down, and then the right hand overhead. And as your right hand is heavy, let your right knee wash softly, just side to side. Especially finding the inner edge of your heel and how that will translate to the very deep inner edge of your hip crease. Letting there be a little more length in the connective tissue there. And the right hand down. And the left hand overhead. Drop your left shoulder. Let your heart come a little higher and let your left knee now move a little side to side. Center and down. Lift your hips, move your blocks belly to belly so they're on their edge. Come back down on them, heart comes up, palms are flat. Tuck your shoulders and right hand overhead. Bringing your breath a little higher up underneath the right side chest. Your right heel is heavy and a smaller movement side to side with your right knee. Just noticing how is this creating length and freedom in the right side. The hip, the shoulder, the spine. We're inviting access, opening doors, untangling cords, hands down, left overhead. Getting a little taller, coming up out of the waist, freeing up the ability of the inner organs to function more effectively. So we're not crushing all of our inner organs with the weight of our slouching self. Left chest up a little more. And at center, stand in your heels. Stand the blocks on their ends. And hands down. So the shoulders are down, the navel is long, the heels are heavy. The right hand overhead. If it's too much for your back, put it back down. Notice what you need. So right heel is heavy, right hip opens, right shoulder drops. And the right hand comes down and the left goes overhead. And the left knee moves. Take your time. Allowing, inviting the left hip to change, the left chest to rise and lengthen. So important to open the front of your hips, to lengthen your low abdomen, to lift your chest. It's the opposite of sitting in a chair. And then hands down to lift your hips, to remove the blocks, to notice the whole surface, the front body opens. Good. Roll it up into a squat. And as you arrive, you'll have the left hand catch the right wrist and stand tall. Go a little to the left. And as you're ready, back down through the center. Rising up, the right hand holds the left wrist. And down through the center. So elbows in front of knees as you can. Opposite hand holds opposite wrist. And the blocks open the front of your body. And this little squat and lean opens the sides of your body. That we could decompress the work of gravity. Just coming up and out of the body one more time. Down through the middle. Up and up. And hands wide. Good. Drop your shoulders, fold your fingers in and spin your palms to face the floor. Reverse circles. Long, smooth breathing. So if your knuckles had little scrub brushes on them, imagine that they could be scrubbing a little circle on the wall. And that little scrubbing is actually happening in your chest, that it gets a little brighter. Shoulder blades towards your spine. Thumb is strong, palms are open, fingers in, open the elbows, and flush it all with breath. Start to feel the strength of your shoulders. Hug your heels in to feel the navel engage. Feel the base, the foundation to support the circles. Turn your thumbs up. Quicker, stronger. Turn on your breath, turn on your body. There are systems here that support your strength, but you have to ask them. You have to tell them they're needed, which we don't do very often. Turn your thumb back, turn your palms open your chest. All the way at the root of your tongue, the jaw, the face, the breath. Go for 5. Where can you go? Where are you willing to go? And where is too much? And where is just right? 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down. Good. Sweep up, sweep open. Inhale, chin up. 3 steps. Bring it in. Fill it up. Tuck your chin like you're capping a bottle. Hug your heels. Lift your pelvic floor. You're holding a capacity of energy. Pelvis to throat. Lift your chin, let it out. Hands widen down. All through you, top to bottom, front to back, from the surface to the center, from the center out beyond your surface. I am this. I believe that this is a vehicle of wonder, this body, a vehicle of love and reverence, and that is what I choose to see. I am unfinished, and I trust this. Down to a seat. As you cross your legs, notice that you need to find a seated setup that keeps your heart high. So if you're rounded in any way, then get a zafu, get a block, sit on the edge of a chair so that you have an upright spine. All the space that we just worked on making through the abdomen and the side body, keep all of that open and just double check, is there space in here? You've built a base. So palms face you, turning left and turning right. Gently now. Gently now. Build the trust of your spine. Inhale left, exhale right. So the palms facing you is a modification to be sure that your heart stays high. Work here or put your thumb tips to your shoulders and your palms face down, the heart staying high. Next step, the palms face forward and the thumbs point down, heart stays high. If it's rounding down, take your hands down a step. Or interlace your hands at the base of your skull. Close your eyes in all positions. Inhale left, exhale right. 2 minutes. It's not athleticism. You're not powering your way forward through the spine. You're untangling tension. You're inviting clarity. A hint of a smile on your face goes a long way. Turn from the base. The navel is sound and strong. The upper back is soft and open. Five, 4, 3, 2, center, hands up high, breathing in. 3 more sips, call it up. Tuck your chin, cap the top, lift the pelvic floor. Keep it all, give it a little shimmy. Soften the shoulders, move the fingers. Help it up, 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 up. Crown of the head, lift your chin, breathing out, hands down. Distributing your energy. Receiving. I made this. I made this out of everything that I am. This is in me and waiting for me. Shake out your feet, recross your leg, take your strap behind you. So most modified hands are on thighs, and you fold forward and you rise up. On your exhale, fold down so that your elbows go back and it broadens across the chest. Or a strap behind you so that the hands are the width or just beyond the width of your hips. And your hands come just above your shoulders or even just lifting off the back. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And I would suggest that we all start in a modification. Allowing the shoulders to open. Heart to come high. As you make space, shorten the strap, or if you choose, interlacing the fingers, the full posture, the palms are together. Do no harm in today's practice. Don't harm tomorrow's practice. Three, two, one more. Hands to thighs, pause and sit tall. Move your blankets aside. Move your strap aside. Bend your knees, put your feet flat. Place your hands behind you. And as you widen your elbows, round your back, your belly to your spine. And then gathering the elbows in, press down, heart comes up. And exhale, round down. Lengthen the back of your spine, get under the shoulder blades, and then wrap the elbows in, press down through the heels of your hands, heart comes up, 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 up. And then round down. And wrap in, and rise up. Open your mouth, find a ha. Keep the breath, close your mouth, out the nose. Now you'll keep that breath. Lift your heels, set them forward, and as you plant your feet, let it swing your hips up. As you lift your toes, swing your hips down. So inhaling, swinging up, and exhaling, swinging down. 3, 2, bring it up. Inhale, hold the breath in, give it 3 sips. Tuck your chin, hold it all. And lift your chin, exhaling, hips down, legs straight, hands to thighs. Notice now through the legs, through the seat, up to the crown of your head. Chest is broad and bright. This is in you at all times. We didn't add Red Bull, we didn't add a foam roller, we didn't need any kind of gear. This is who you are, just clearing the way to remember. Bring it up to stand. Knees bend, feet flat, palms out. And sit it down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So a little bend in the knees, tail back. You can start absolutely the appropriate size. I want you to look down and check your feet so that the feet are in parallel. Inhaling up and exhaling down. As you stand, imagine that you could find that length through the abdomen that you had when you were on the blocks. And you may work right here or sit more deeply, taking your hips a little bit further down. Hugging your heels towards one another, firming the legs on your way up. 10 more, just like that, sitting down and rising up. When our physical body feels strong, we feel capable of what we set out to do, to pick up the groceries, to get in and out of the car, to go up the stairs. We have a sense of confidence about ourselves. The physical body is a necessary and beautiful vehicle. Three, 2, and 1. Long, smooth breathing. Hands up high. Sweep wide, bend your knees, hands down the backs of your legs, folding. Hands up the backs of the legs, standing. Bend the knees, tail back. At the bottom of your fold, lift your hips slightly. Bend your knees, unfold, rise up, and fold down. So that you're starting to feel a length from the heel to the tips of your toes, from the heel to the backs of your hips. As you stand, open the front of the pelvis, the abdominal wall, the underside of your throat, so that the front and the back of your body are evenly lengthened. You may work that way, you may straighten the legs, and keeping the legs straight, the back flat, fold and unfold. Or the hands stay by the ears, the arms beside the ears to fold down and to rise up. One more fold. Unfolding. Stay tall, widening your hands. Drop to the left and drop to the right. Inhaling left, exhaling right. From the navel to your heels, steady and sound, hugging your heels towards one another. Becoming very tall, very long and pliable from the heart to the fingers. And then the hint of a smile, light and quick and strong. Two, and one. Widen down, widen down, widen down. Take your time. As though spreading energy evenly all around you. And right into your actions. Hands on your hips, tap the heel. Each tap is a har, 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 H-A-R. Like a magic spell. That if you got it right when you waved your wand, har, then what you had in mind would come into being. And truly that's what we're up to. We're building strength and capacity so that what we imagine in our mind comes forward through our lives. Har, har. Har, 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 har. 3, 2, 1. Stand. The beat of your heart, the current of your life moving through you fully. Bring it down to a seat. And sitting tall, and we direct this energy right away. Right away. Land the palms open. We got here because we began. We got here because we continued. We got here because it concluded. Each step along the way needed to be begun, continued, and concluded. And as it concluded, it made space and invitation for the one behind it. Over and over, we began, we continued, we concluded, and it restarted. And this is how we grow, step by step, and this is how we find fulfillment, contentment, how we stabilize who we are. Thumb and first fingertips touch, sa. Middle finger, thumb, ta. Ring finger, thumb, na. Pinky tip and thumb, ma. The birth, life, death, rebirth of all things, all cycles. 2 minutes aloud, 2 minutes whispered, 4 minutes silent, 2 minute whisper, 2 minutes spoken. If you're new, come into it. Keep the rhythm in your fingertips. And with each syllable, allow a sensation of light through the center of your forehead and in the front surface of your brain, the space where we imagine what has never been seen. Light that up. Light that up. See what only you can see and bring it into the world. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, na. Whisper. silently. Keep the movement in your fingertips. Keep the pulse of light at the forehead center. Moving the sounds through your mind, moving the syllables through your fingertips, feeling the pulse of light at the forehead center with each one. Whisper. spoken. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Excuse me. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, na. And pause. All things begin. All things continue. All things conclude. And in their conclusion, make space for what will come. And we begin again. Feel the freedom in that. Feel the continuity, the quiet of your body, the quiet of your mind. Very often we are either rushing or holding back. And this is exhausting. Both states are exhausting. You are held in perfect timing. You are prompted with nudges to grow. But there is no rush. You will be nudged again if needed, and again. You will not be judged or graded for your pace. You are eternally held in love. And that great grace that holds us, and the great grace that waits within us to be chosen as our root belief, is what allows us to explore, to try, to be lost, to be found, to make the path our own. It is safe to believe in yourself. May you travel well across the sacred words that surround you. May you be open of heart, of mind, of spirit, to receive their surprises, their treasures untold. Travel well across the sacred words that surround you. And these sacred words are the words we say to ourselves. Can we shift from quiet condemnation and criticism, and instead can we shift into a great body of grace and trust and respect? I believe I am held and guided and loved, and these are the words I choose. Travel safely across these sacred words. They hold treasures. Sweep wide. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead center. I bow to it all, outside and in. The truth I believe. Long sat, short nam, inhale. Sat nam. Sat nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Enjoy today. Go well. Next Sunday we conclude this sequence, and next Sunday we conclude the year of you. This great journey we've taken up and through the body. And then I will be offline for 2 sweet weeks, and I will come back November 21st, and we'll begin the last sequence of the year. So we are not done, we are begun. And why can we begin then? Because this can finish. And how did it finish? We brought it to fruition. We continued until it found conclusion. We begin, we act, we conclude, we make space for what will come. In that 2-week space, you can do whatever you choose. Or if you like, I've created a 30-minute Kriya, a 30-minute asana, and a 30-minute breath and meditation. You can use them separately, you can piece them all together, whatever you like. It will go out as an email of links, private links, on Vimeo and YouTube. And the email list that it will go to are the people who created ongoing payment, monthly payments through my website. So if that's you and you know that, you will get that end of next week. Or if you'd like that to be you, set up a recurring payment. It's up to you. $100 a month is what I ask. Unlimited classes here and in person. Or tell me what you need if that's the wrong price for you. Email me, talk to me. We'll make it right. Jeff is biking through Vermont, taking a sabbatical. He's not earning money right now. And so he pays something different because we talked about it. All I want is this exchange means I make a commitment, because that way you make a commitment to show up. And that's how I can support your practice. Is I can say, I'm here, you're here, you paid yourself to show up. If you want it anyway, pay me separately for those links, for those classes, and I will send them to you as well. So, lots of options. Go well, my love. Plus you've got hundreds of classes to choose from. I'll see you soon. Satnam.